Howdy folks, it's Arturo here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and a very special flight for you today. And the reason why it's special, not because the weather's fogged in, we have to change it, but because there's a dude walking there in the fog. Sounds like a horror film. Anyway, it's a very special flight today because we're going to land at an airport that's not in the sim, but it exists in real life. So we're going to rely on the satellite and aerial imagery to find this airport to land on it because it doesn't exist in the sim. And why are we doing something so crazy? Well, we're going to fly the location of Alone Season 5 today. If you watched the first video of this little mini-series, I'm doing two videos back. We talked about the TV show Alone quite a bit, and then we flew where Seasons 1, 2, and 4 were filmed. The previous video, we flew where Season 3 was filmed. This video, we're flying where Season 5 was filmed, and then the next video will be Season 6 and 7. Season 8 is being made right now as I record this. So that's what we're doing. We're going to land at an airport that doesn't exist. Hopefully we can find it in Mongolia where Season 5 of Alone was filmed. And I'm hoping this goes well. So where are we though exactly? Well, we're starting in a major city. We're starting at Zulu Mike Uniform Bravo, which is Chinggis Khaan International Airport. And we are going to fly due north. All visually. I actually have Google Maps up on my other monitors. I'm going to have to like break up the recording to move it around, but it's going to be seamless for you. But we're going to fly due north, look for the city of Mandal, and then we're going to fly north still, and just as the river bends left, that's where the runway that we're going to land on is, unnamed. Why this runway and why this plane? Well, if you've seen Season 5 of Alone, there was an evacuation that was needed for somebody, which isn't unusual. That's how the show works. But they used the airstrip there to get this person out, and they used this plane to get them out. So that's what we're going to do. That's how I got this idea. Again, every video I do is based on an idea. It's not just randomly flying. Otherwise, we will also then, on the way, fly over where the contestants were. They were in this area with this windy river, kind of a plains area, but the mountains were within a mile, and then they would walk to the mountains and stuff and check things out. So I know where that is on the map, and we're going to fly it. Basically, it's around this grass strip that we're looking for. So kill two birds with one stone. We'll see the filming location of the contestants as well as where we're going to land, all in one. So we have to clear up this weather, first of all, because this is not going to work. This is live weather. It is just not going to work. Confirm that the rudders work. They do, imagine that. Parking brake is set. I am using a checklist today, by the way. There we go. Fuel and passengers. Yeah, it's a sightseeing trip, right? So it's going to be me and my M&Ms. And who are we going to take today? Let's take my real-life pilot friend with so he can judge my flying. He actually used to fly these on his way up to the commercial airliners. Let's bring his wife. And let's see, who else should we bring? Let's bring all my neighbors. Yeah, let's bring all my neighbors. Well, my previous neighbors where I used to live. It was the type of thing where we were all so close. We'd vacation together and like share these cabins together. Like this one trip, I think there's 12 of us in this tiny cabin. It was super awesome. Unfortunately, that's before I had my health diagnosis, and I had an attack, so to speak, of my health, and it was quite frightening because it was so rural and couldn't do anything about it. What other neighbors should we bring? Let's bring the new neighbor, and let's bring her enormous dog. Alrighty, let's see. My wife is sending emojis now. Alright, she's in a good mood. Alright, and some stuff in case we need to camp out. All right. Oh, there we go. And my wife wants to bring a cat. Okay. That should be good. Let's get more fuel in case we get lost. And we're underweight, which is great. Let's close that up. And what else? What is next after fuel and passengers? Fuel selectors. We forgot that last time we tried to start this thing up. Fuel selectors, engine igniter to normal, and it is power to idle, and it is prop forward, battery on. There we go. Cabin lights. on so people can see what they're doing. No smoking and seatbelt also. Do we need to do any cockpit lighting? I guess we can turn up some things just because we have the option to do it. There we go. Beacon on. Why am I doing the wrong thing for this? Beacon, where are you, beacon? Right there, the beacon light. Strobe. We can turn on the outlets in a minute if I remember. Avionic Uno on. Fuel boost on. There we go. Starter to, okay, this is where I gotta pay attention what I'm doing. So starter goes to start. Conditioner forward. And then, is it doing anything? And then starter goes to off. Okay. Fuel boost then comes down to normal. Avionics 2 comes on. Confirm the generator is on right there. And let's give people power so they can plug in their phones. And pitot heat. Pitot static heat on. Stall heat on. And we can't mess with this unless we need it. Alright, set up the primary and the multifunction display as I would like to. Let's always turn the wind on. Although it's not going to matter because we turned weather off. So it doesn't matter, I guess. Whoops. Let's just have it on anyway. Let's go back again. Get rid of this insert that drives me nuts. And CDI, we're not doing anything. Oh, on GPS anyway. Timer, if I remember to start our flight. Let's get that going so it's flashing at me. Alright, come over here to the MDF. Anything I want to do here. Does this declare even work? No. Map. Weather. Whatever. So where are we going? Well, we're going to head due north, and then we're going to look very carefully. Oh boy. We're going to look very carefully for a road. Oh yeah, this road right. Is it that road? Must be that road. And then we're turning here? No, can't be that simple. It's not 200 miles either. Maybe that's a road. I'm going to reset my map before we take off anyway. On my Google Maps, I'll see. I think it's actually over here that we're going, closer to the mountains. I'll have to see in relation to the airport orientation. But anyway, we're heading north, and then we're going to look for the river after Mandal, and then curve left, and then, like I said, that's really filmed. Okay, so let's see. ATIS and stuff like that. They do have an ATIS, but it doesn't matter because weather's turned off. So let's just hit B for a barometer. There we go. Don't need to list the ATIS. I'd already told you the flight plan. We don't need clearance. It's going to be totally VFR. Taxi lights on. I can't see that far. I think it's the middle one. Recog. Taxi. There we go. And first set of flaps down. There we go. And get ready to taxi. So I'm going to reset. Well, that's loud. I'm going to reset my Google Maps. We're actually going to go over there to take off. Can we do a midfield takeoff? No. We're going to go down there to take off. Well, whatever runway they tell us, I guess, right? All Secret Service is here. Alright, we'll let Secret Service inspect us while I reset my map. Just a moment. Alright, inspection's over. They drove away. They're going to... I don't know what they're doing. They're probably going over here or something. Alright, so looked at my map, Google Maps. This is not our road. What's going to happen is we're going to follow this road. Then right here, there should be another road. And that's where we're headed. Okay. And then the city of Mandal. I don't know if the other road goes. It goes to a city I can't pronounce. And then in between is the city where their base camp was. Where we read about it, the crew was actually like attacked by wild animals. The contestants were safe, but the crew was attacked. How funny is that? And then our place is like right over here. So basically, we're going to go up here, turn, and then right in this area. Something like that. Alright, anyway, what are we going to do? Very, very challenging VFR, really. We don't know the area, and we got to stay on track. So, let's get clearance to taxi, if we have it, tuning ground. And request taxi to depart north.
Ground Turtles of Tango
And see what they tell us.
4105 with India request taxi for takeoff north departure. Turtles of Tango Sierra 4105 taxi to and hold short of runway 32 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 13.2.0 when ready.
Alright. 32 is the one I was hoping we would use, so let's just... There's a 32 and a 33. I think 32 comes first, right? It would have to. If we push this, we can go down. Oh, come on. Faster. Are you serious? I'm so used to the touchscreen, you can just drag around. There are 2 runways down here. Well, they're supposed to be. Forget it. We'll just use that one. That one has to say 32, right? So we're just going to make a U-turn, taxi, and then take off to the north, and hopefully this works out. Hopefully this is going to go as smoothly as I'm... We'll see. Look out, dude. Duck, duck. Oh, I got your bun. She's wearing a little bun or something. I hit it a little bit. Okay, let's turn any day now. Holy cow. Yes? Are we good? Oh yeah, look at that. Just after sunrise. Middle of January, actually end of January. But we had to remove the snow and the fog. So we can do this flight. So anyway, let's see, when are you watching this? I don't know. Near the end of January. Like 2 days after I recorded it. So the UK update obviously was delayed. But that's fine. I'll fit in a few more videos and then we'll hit the UK update as soon as it drops. So I'm going to taxi down here and I'll see you in a moment. Longest taxi ever. I totally should have asked for a mid-flight takeoff because this is ridiculous. It's taking like 5 minutes to do this. Oh well. That's fine. As we get near the end of the runway here, let's get some other things ready to go. Whoops, not that one. Let's get the landing lights on. The nav lights on. Cabin lights coming off. So that if we crash, people's eyes are adjusted. Confirm flaps. They're down 1. Would it be better to use this? I guess maybe confirm flaps, yeah. Otherwise, let's just start the timer and go. So let's get up here to the end and ask for clearance and get out of here because it's going to take us longer to take off than it is to fly the flight. But I'm excited. I hope this works out. If it doesn't, we did our best. But no spoiler alert because I'm keeping this video if it worked out or not. So it's not one of those things where of course we're going to find it or else I'm going to do a video. Nope. We're keeping this video no matter what happens. Okay. Kind of nervous because I know we can do this. So if we don't figure it out, then it means we didn't try hard enough. So here we go. Let's get ready to tune in tower and get our clearance to get out of here. And tower should pop up any second. I think. Any minute now. Pop up for me, please. Come on. There we go. Request takeoff clearance from tower.
Tower Turtles of Tango Sierra 4105 ready at runway 32 north departure.
Everybody ready back there? This is gonna be fun. I know your dog cannot stick her head out the window. Alright, cleared.
Cleared for takeoff,
for takeoff, turtle sweep.
Tango Sierra 4105.
Here we go. Let's roll out. Well, I gotta start the timer. Is it that one? Yep. Let's hit that so it doesn't flash at us. There we go. Okie dokie. And pedal to the metal. Let's get going here. Yes, everything's in the red, but we'll keep it there for a minute because we have such a long runway. We have to get up really fast, right? Alright, here we go. There's 50 and 58. What the heck was that? It was like there was this crazy crosswind, but there shouldn't be. Weird, brakes at top the wheels. Gears fixed, flaps coming in. A little early on the flaps. Yeah, we're not gonna sink. We're not sinking. Alright, bring back. Come on, throttle, come back here so we get out of the red. What the heck? Hang on. I can't see that far. Come on. Combination of props and throttle. There we go. That was complicated. Yep, I will. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Tower Turtles of Tango Sierra 4105. 5. Continue for north departure.
Alright, so I want to look around. First of all, let's see, what do we need to do after? Oh, we're in the red again. Flaps up, yes. Pitot heat off. Oh, pitot heat off for this one. Yeah, what's that noise? Oh, that's just the marker. Yeah, we can turn pitot heat off. And cab lights can come on. And that'll stay on. We'll leave the line lights on the whole time. So let's check my checklist again. Flaps up, line lights off, pitot heat. We'll keep line lights on, pitot heat off, cab lights on. Yes, DS1. We need to monitor stuff. Pretty simple. So let's follow this road. See this main road? We're going to follow this main road. And then veer to the right eventually, I think. That's my plan anyway. Anyway, I assume I'm going to do most of my talking later when we get closer to the filming locations. I'm just going to be quiet now. Get to some sightseeing while I fly VFR style, like super intricate VFR style, trying to find this other road and where we're going. And I'm looking for a little city. If I find a big city, I took the wrong way and we'll come in from the north. I want to come in from the south though. But if I screw up and we get to the other big city, and then we'll backtrack a little bit. So, sightseeing for you. Hang on a second here. Frequency change. Now, if we wanted to do flight following, I could do this airspace transition like the last flight. But we're not going to worry about that stuff in this flight. So, here we go. Sightseeing for you while I try to figure this out. And we'll probably fly slightly above terrain because, well, maybe not. We'll see. I'm just going to fly, try to find this, and I'll probably jump in with a little bit of narration, but I'm sure I'll be doing plenty of talking later, so enjoy the silence, free from my voice right now. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so here's your problem. Because I'm sightseeing and showing you sightseeing shots, I'm losing track of where I am. So, I think I know where that flat area is. So I see that on my Google Maps. These other areas I can't find. So I think what I might have to do is follow this wide area over here. And then backtrack. Like I said, plan B, right, was to follow the wide area till we get to a city and then backtrack. Because I'm kind of lost here from all my sightseeing. So what we're going to do is we're going to aim for this wide area up here. I'm just still checking. Because that city down there, I don't think is even on my map. I don't know. I was so excited to like do this. Oh wait, there's a river over there. Maybe that's a river. I was so excited to do this intricate VFR trip and be all like confident about it and everything, and then we make our turn onto our road. I give you 4 or 5 sightseeing shots, and now we're screwed. So let's hop inside. Which direction are we facing? Oh gosh, no, that's not a river, because a river never bends east that far. I mean, it winds back and forth, but it's never that far east. So, Yeah, bummer. Oh well, let's just head through this wider valley. And then hopefully get to one of two big cities. No matter which big city we get to, we'll backtrack towards the south. And then we'll find our area either way. But like I said, I was all excited to do this. But I have no idea what's going on. I mean, maybe this valley is the correct way. It just looks bigger from the air than I thought. No, this can't be. This has to be west of where I want it to be. I don't know. You can look up all the cities and everything are listed in the description below of where we're flying to and from and in between. So if you just want to Google those cities, you can see what I'm trying to do here. I mean, there's a river there, but I don't think that's our river yet. Man. Oh well. A little bit more sightseeing while I figure this out, because no matter what, it looks gorgeous, right? No matter what. Let's get our pitot heat and stuff on, though, because of our cloud we're heading into. Anyway, I'm just going to follow this, and hopefully we come out somewhere we can head to the sites and not end up so far west that we're just wasting time. And we're heading north, so we're in the right spot. I mean, we're in the right direction. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll see in a little bit. Okay, I just spent quite a bit of time looking around Google Maps, and I think we are on the right track. I think it's just the distance we're traveling is much, much, much farther than I thought, and everything in the sim / real life is much bigger than I was expecting. So I thought it was going to be a quick get in the air and land, but we're actually much, much closer to our starting point than our end. We're not even like a fifth of the way there. So that's part of the problem, and then the valley I was watching, it's just much bigger than I thought. So I'm pretty sure I know what city that is. I can't pronounce it, but right now it's looking exactly like Google Maps. So we're gonna follow this way here. We're heading a little bit left and north. Yep. Okay, so we're on the right track. It's just gonna take a lot longer than I thought. So when we get through this little curvy road stuff, it should curve through these valleys here, and then we'll get to the town of Mandal, and then we'll see the road go to the right, and then the river go due north, and then we'll follow that river, and then when it bends left, that'll be our film site and airport we're going to look for. So a little bit more sightseeing, and I'll see you when we get closer. So on this side we have satellite imagery. On this side we have aerial imagery from a plane flying over. And look how this looks from the air. See that line? Isn't that weird? So hopefully where we're going is right up around this bend. So it's probably going to be on the satellite side and not the aerial side. So that's going to be kind of a bummer. But at the same time, I think it's really cool that we can see both types of scenery in one shot. That is really neat. Wow. I'll have to put that in my notes, I guess, for the flight. Today we fly where we can see both types of scenery at once. Anyway, I found where we are because I had a duh moment, and I put up this map, which has the river. So I wish I would have done this a long time ago. We're just going to this bend in the river, and this is where things were filmed. Well, in here and in here. There's this valley in here, which I can't pronounce, but it's in the title of the video. That's this part here. And they were kind of in this area filmed. And then the runway's right there. So we're just going to follow this river around and enjoy it. It's going to take a while, I think. No, we're actually moving at a good clip. Yeah, we're moving really good clip, actually. It should be right in here. Is that the airport right there? There's no way it's going to be that obvious. Alright, let's start coming down and fly nice and low. Oh my, look at that. That's awesome. And, have a peek around, I guess. Oh boy, not that. Okay, let's get back to the airplane. Oh my, we don't want to go crazy. So this is where they filmed. Some people, you know, because they spread them all like 5 to 10 miles apart. So some people were in here along this river, and then they'd walk up to the mountains and check it out. And then more people were up around the corner in more of the grassy area with the mountains in the background. And then we'll look for that runway. Unfortunately, it's totally going to be on the satellite imagery and not the aerial imagery. Well, that's okay. That's okay. It shouldn't make that much of a difference. Can you even see the line anymore? Where did that line go? It might be right on the border of the satellite imagery and the aerial imagery. Huh, interesting. Alrighty, we're over some of the filming locations. For some of the contestants. Very cool. And like I said, we'll see more up here. But we are going to fly a plane at the same time. There is not going to be an airport for us on here. Because see, the only airport on the list, well, that's where we took off from, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Whoops. So, it's not going to show up. That's the whole point of the video, is to land where there isn't even an airport. So we'll fly high enough that we can see from the air, and then we'll make a U-turn and land. Wind won't matter. Although, to be kind of realistic, we should land in the direction we're facing right now. Alright, so here's a little town. Of course, the people in the show were truly alone, even though there were towns nearby. They never interacted with the town. But they were in, like, national park areas, because it'd be illegal to just dump them somewhere totally random. We talked about that 2 videos ago. All the naysayers saying it's not real. There's film crews. No, they filmed themselves. And they had B-roll footage. If you know what that is. A lot of people don't, so that's where they get the idea that there are other people around. Anyway, let's check this out behind us as we get lower and lower. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous, but the weather can be brutal, like it would have been right now had we had real world weather turned on, or live weather turned on. Look at this. Oh my gosh, awesome. Alrighty, let's not get too low yet until we know where we're going, so let's get some throttle in here. And then we're going to come around this corner. We are where we wanted to be, yep. And then once we get more to the west-east part of it, that's where the other contestants were, and that's where the airport should be. So, I should probably change my Google Maps to be more zoomed in, because there should be a pretty good-sized town up here. And then after the town is a runway. So let me adjust my map here and restart my recording. It'll be seamless for you, but just give me one moment. I just realized I said that the airport is before the town. Yep, there it is, I bet. I bet that's it. I said after, but it's before. I don't know if that's it. I'm comparing curves. I'm comparing these curves. So there's a big thing. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. Nice. Okay, because there's this thing. I'm looking at this on the map. Yep, there's that, and it's lined up with that. Boom. So that's where we're going to land. I made the satellite imagery, but not in the sim. That's why it looks so funny. Yep, see? Right there to right there. That strip right there. And that's the line from aerial to satellite. That's crazy. We're gonna land right on the line of imagery. Awesome. So let's fly up here to the town since we can. And where we are right now is where they filmed some contestants. Literally right here. Right below us. Such a nice area. Alright, looks like our city is up there. It's actually much, much bigger in real life, and this river cuts right through it. Okay, so they do have some more of it there. Let's actually go outside. Whoa, we're in the red here. There we go. Let's go outside for this. So there you go. You got the city on both sides, the main road going through. That main road will actually go back to the airport where we started. Just a different way. And then, that goes north into the mountain ranges and stuff. So let's head back now, and let's land the plane. As we planned, we're going to stay kind of high and circle here. But I won't land from the other direction. It doesn't matter because of wind, but because wind is off. But I do want to land from the other direction because no wind is actually 270 at 4. See? Alrighty, so we know 270 is west. The runway is pretty much east and west. So let's just head back, check out the city again. And I'm looking at the map, and these mountains are exactly where they should be on the map. These ones on the right, and this one on the left up here that looks like a volcano that's sunken in. There we go. That's exactly what it looks like on Google Maps. I admit, I'm proud of myself about this one, because this was tricky. But we did it. We did it exactly correctly. So I'm proud of myself. Alrighty, let's see. Heading back now. It's going to be parallel to that thing, but like I said, we want to come in from the other way. Although, look, you know what though? Looking at that terrain, maybe we have to come from this way anyway. Yeah, let's come from this way, even though we're going to have a slight tailwind just because of the terrain. So, we got to aim for this, but the actual runway is slightly next to it because there's some discrepancy there between the two satellite types. Nothing to tune in because we're all on our own out here. But look at that, one more view out the windows. Awesome. Alrighty, let's see. Keep an eye on our target here. If I can't spot that grass, I'll land on the brown thing, but I'd like to land on the actual grass like we're supposed to. We'll get flaps out in a minute. Yes, this is exactly in the show alone where they have like these very sparse trees. So the people who had their sites like on these little tiny peninsulas up and down this river. That's where they were filmed. But I remember all the sparse trees. I remember that. Like trying to get firewood and stuff was like impossible because you chop down a tree and that's only one you have for a long time. Okay, I lost sight of where we're going because of the grass. I mean the sun glare. First set of flaps out. I believe we have 2 sets of flaps on this one. Second set of flaps out, so we go very slowly while we try to find where we're going. Okay, I think I make out the grass. I think. With that sun glare, it's really difficult. But it was pretty much parallel to the dirt. I think this is it right here. See that? I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't know exactly where the end of it is. The threshold, the near end, so we're going to probably land long, but that's okay because we can stop on a dime. We have reversers and everything. Oh no, this isn't right. This isn't right here, this huge thing. No, it can't be that big. No, it has to be this little thing right here. Yeah, it has to be that thing. I don't know. I mean, it's not really, really there. So maybe landing on the brown would have been more accurate. I bet. Yeah, I bet it would have been more accurate to land on the brown. This is probably a little farmer's road. Whatever. We're going to land on the farmer's road. Reversers are ready to go. We're going to come down and bleed it out and land on the farmer's road. So here we go. Level it off. Bleed speed quick. Oh, we're going to bounce because of the terrain. That's okay. And touchdown, reversers, brakes, nose wheel down. Stop right here. We're going to stop in this little spot right here. We are. Look at that. Oh, nice. There we go. We landed on the farmer's road. And there we go. My reversers were not happy with me. Alright, here we go. Let's just pull off here. Nice landing, especially with how bouncy that was. Did you see that? Okay, do you see where the train changes from satellite to aerial? All the way up from here, all the way up the mountain. That is crazy. Alright, I want to shut this down, but we can't shut down too much because it'll, end the flight. I want to look around. So we're going to hit stop here. Boom, boom. 41 minutes or so. Very cool. Whoops. Alright, what can we do so that the flight doesn't end? Let's see. Stop clock, landing lights off. All lights can come off, basically. And we can turn the cabin lights. I guess they can stay on. We can turn that off. We'll turn all this stuff off. That can come off now, I guess. Parking brake set, pitot heat off. All this stuff can come off. Avionics can come off. I hope that doesn't kill our flight. Nope. Conditioner cut off. Hopefully that doesn't kill our... Oh, it did. Okay, so if I hit continue, this is going to go to 0, and it won't counter 33 minutes towards the ongoing logbook. Like, see this 152 hours? It should be like 500 hours for me. So let's not worry about 33 minutes. This won't go up. Let's hit continue, so we can continue, shutting down and everything. Fuel selectors to off, and cabin light off. We did, and battery off, which is where again? Right there. Okay, so see, that's the complete shutdown, right? But I can come down to. It's not going to keep our 33 minutes because I hit continue. No big deal. Alright, let's hop outside then and do the way we used to end things. First of all, I want to stay right on this line of satellite and aerial because that's hilarious. Hopefully you enjoyed the flight. I certainly did. I'm really proud of myself that we found this. It wasn't easy. I doubted myself, but I was correct the whole time. So maybe I do know what I'm doing sometimes. It would be nice to see this in snow, but it was fogged in, so we didn't have live weather. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a flight idea, all that stuff. Share it with your friends. And that is it. I'll see you next time for the filming locations for season 6 and 7.